intimacy's kind of like was, I don't know, for a lot of guys it got replaced by pornography too. I think really damaged replaced by pornography too. I think really damaged it, especially for me. You know, once I found pornography, there was like a way to have a feeling, a connection with a woman that was safe enough for me to be in.
Yeah.
I knew I wasn't going to be hurt.
Yeah.
There was some sexual reward to it.
Yeah.
And I could start it and stop it as I wish. And it was the only kind of relationship I could even really handle, kind of. When I was in other relationships, but those weren't, none of them were as long as my relationship with pornography, you know, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now, right now, I'm like, I think I'm 77 days off of pornography and 70 days off of masturbation. So I've had sexual activities, but I haven't been, you know, touching my wiener or whatever. People that say different stuff, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what they say in your country, you know, topping off the
Wanking.
yeah, okay. Wanking or whatever. Yeah. Thinking of the queen or whatever they say, you know, I don't know what they say. Queen takes rook or whatever. That's like a chess move. But yeah, so that's been kind of different, you know. For me, that's been different, but that was a huge thing.
How is it different?
Well, for one, I quit thinking about it. It's like I don't think about pornography. I don't think about
Thoughts? You pause it just to ask me thoughts?
I mean, we have to pause it.
Oh, of course. Yeah, for sure. Well, you tell me your thoughts first, and then I'll tell you mine.
I don't know. I'm thinking about if, I'm like, damn, how hard is 77 days?
What? Okay, do you think you could go 77 days without pornography or masturbation? Like, what's the longest time? Well, do you think you could do it?
I mean, if I'm having intercourse or sexual interactions.
It's good?
Yeah.
I mean, of course, yeah, if you're getting them.
Yeah.
Especially the way you want them. You know what I'm saying? But I guess for guys, it might be different. But I know girls be getting down now, so I don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Like, girls are getting down. And have you ever been that long? Like, what's the longest you ever been?
Well, I assume when he says 77 days straight, when he says 77 days, he means 77 days straight.
Yeah.
Okay. I have not gone.
You feel me? I don't think I've gone that long either. I think I just been like, all right, I need to slow down. But like in a row, like, I don't know. I had to have been a kid or something. 77 days is like 2 months. 2 months and some change. 2 months, almost 3 months. Yeah, that's a lot of days, man. But shit, I just think like it's true. Like what he's saying is just true, you know. Like it's true. I've never had a relationship longer than I had one with pornography. Hell no. That it's so like porn is just so like on demand, like, you know. Is the car off?
It's about to.
But yeah, corn is just so like on demand. You know what I'm saying? You can watch it anytime. Yeah, we gotta say corn out here. You know.
Okay. So, do you think the summary of the relationship he has with porn, or has with porn, realistically, do you think a lot of men or all men have that same relationship?
Yes, because we like to control stuff. So with porn, it's like whatever you want to be right now. Whenever I want it, this, that, and the third. So that's why it's so hard, because you have to control like yourself. You know what I'm saying? And with full control, like you see what happened. You see what happened to P Diddy? Like, yeah, with full control, with whatever you want to do, you're gonna be subject to yourself. And if yourself can't handle it, then damn, you know, like it's an ongoing battle. It's ongoing battle, and porn always gets worse. Always. Like, you might have stopped right here. You started right here, but you could just keep going down and down and down into degeneracy, and it's over. You feel me? And that's everybody. They can't see that. Yeah. But yeah.
Masturbation, I don't have that weird feeling where like I'll masturbate and then I'll just be laying there like I'm still right where I was, but I've like kind of ejaculated or whatever. Because like sometimes like semen, or some people call it what, I don't know what people call it or whatever, like party sauce or whatever. I don't even know what people call it, on the street or whatever. But like I feel like the more I keep it in my body, the more masculine I feel, right? And the more of my,
I feel the same way. Like the more I don't come, the more like I be like, yeah, like that, like yeah. I'm telling you, I feel the exact same way. Like if I don't jack off or like have sex for a couple days, I start feeling like, who, what, huh? For real.
self I feel, as opposed to just having a leak of it constantly. It was kind of like almost had a leak of my masculinity, and I would cause the leak, but the leak would happen, and it was just like a dripping pipe. It was like, you look at a dripping pipe, you're like, but you look at a pipe that's not dripping, you're like, hey, this is some pretty good
I
construction
like
over
that.
here.
I love that phrase, a leak of my masculinity. So
Yeah,
you're
that's kind of
feeling
what it felt like,
yeah.
now that I really think about it. And then I start to look at women a little bit. I don't think of it just so much in I've always thought of women in more than just a sexual sense, but the sexual part isn't as strong. It's not like, let me just think about sex. It's giving me a little bit more space in myself to be like, well, let me think about who this person is, and do I really want to engage with them? It starts to give a little bit more value to sex for me, and by that happening, intimacy is kind of created, because for one, I have a little more intimacy with myself, right? It's like I respect my intimacy a little bit more. I'm not just masturbating. I'm not just like tossing my intimacy off to some person through a screen or something that doesn't really mean anything to me.
Yeah.
And so I think those are some feelings in my head that start to happen, and I start to feel a little bit more, I don't know if it's integrity, but it is a little bit more sense of intimacy with myself.
That's lovely. So one of the reasons that people resort to things like that, particularly after a breakup, is that the brain circuitry that is to do with unrequited love is relieved by certain activities because they cause the same kind of chemical cocktail. And those activities are things like alcohol, cocaine, pornography.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Cocaine?
Do you think?
Why she just jump straight to cocaine?
Because those are things that people are addicted to, the most common things.
Cocaine? But what?
That was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I think that could be a thing.
What?
Doing it so much that your brain is now addicted to it, and you basically like prefer it over and anything. You prefer it so much that can't go without it.
That you just nasty. You a nasty jacker. Nasty, yeah, it's a slippery slope from the time to time, occasional to a nasty jacker. It's slippery slope.
Yeah.
Stop looking at me like that.
Oh my! What the?
What? Why you like nasty motherfucker?
I didn't do anything.
That's how I feel though. Like I feel like you just like, dang. What if it was a female talking about it? Cause she not out in herself right now. You know what I'm saying? She not out in herself right now.
For one, a girl wouldn't even want to do it that much all the time. Like,
what?
All right, man.
Rose, no.
Hold
We're
on.
not stopping nothing. Rose sales is sky high. You could drop ship them thing. Like, they're gonna sell. Like, and y'all getting off on anything. Y'all getting off on the dryer. Y'all getting off on the pool jet. Y'all getting off on the dude. He got a V8. He hitting that thing. And y'all oh Lord. So I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. We can't accidentally. Let me accidentally. You feel me? It's over. It's over. I'm nasty as hell. I'm nasty. I'm a nasty dude if I'm over here off the pool jet. But y'all get grace, okay? Yeah.
For one,
Don't confuse the grace.
any woman who's getting off of the pool jet is a nasty woman too.
But the dryer is okay.
No. Why? How is she getting off on the dryer?
Sitting on it. Oh,
Is
now
she
you don't
doing-
know about the dryer.
Is she doing something else?
Do you know about the shower?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right then. The shower, I know
And
about
the
shower.
bathtub faucet.
I know about that. So don't be sitting up here acting like y'all is just not out here too.
Okay. But
Y'all
like
get
I
a lot of
said,
accidentally out here too.
accidentally is a crazy word. Nobody accidentally does anything.
What?
I mean, okay, you can accidentally. Not that
They
though.
can yes. They be
I mean-
accidentally all the time. I'ma never get an accidental. A female probably gotta be touching me. I gotta be stupid excited. Like everybody's gonna know. Like,
Yeah, because y'all, it's a movement for y'all.
yeah, exactly. Friction. You feel me? But
That's
y'all,
just a button.
yeah, exactly. Y'all vibrate any you can get. It's all good. You don't gotta explain it. But don't be acting all high and mighty. I was just saying. You ready?
Play the video.
Sorry.
Yeah, well, it makes it make sense, right? This is why people
Go
will
to those
indulge in
things.
those. Yeah.
Yeah.
And obviously they're addictive, so then it becomes something that you need to do more of to get the same reward.
Right. And that becomes your relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so then it's like, well, yeah, of course, other relationships are going to be different because I don't even realize the relationships that I put in front of.
And the other thing is that
Human
pornography
relationships.
creates such an unrealistic, idealized version of what a woman should look like and what she should be prepared to do in an intimate relationship, or even not in an intimate relationship, you know, like in a one-night stand or very early in dating, that's very damaging to male and female relationships as well. That, you know, the expectation that you will naturally have if you've been looking at that every day.
Yeah.
Well, I felt that for sure. Like, you feel me? The effects of porn are real. You feel me? Corn. The effects of corn are real. And it's just like you can't you do have a warped version of what you think, you feel me, is supposed to arouse you or some shit. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like a crazy like vision of what you think you're supposed to be doing in there, you know? But I don't like how she up here sitting all high and mighty and shit. You know what I'm saying? She done did it before. She just not being vulnerable. I know about stuff like that.
Everybody has.
Exactly. But she over here. Yeah, pornography.
But he had an addiction. Play the video.
Well, yeah. And to not have it in my brain and it starts to my imagination starts to start up again.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's one thing that's disappeared over the years, I feel like, is our imagination because we have access at anything you want to see. You want to see two gay guys attack a squirrel or whatever in a marina or whatever. You can, but you can Google it right now and you'll find it. Like anything you want to find out there, you can. It's like we don't need our imagination anymore. You used to have to imagine things, you know? And so that, like, now my imagination starts to start up again, you know? Because, I'm not attaching porn to women I meet now, you know? And there, yeah, right there, squirrel attacks twink, right there, that is. Yeah, and I don't know. And that might have been the rebuttal. Who knows where the first attack started, but yeah, so that's something that's been really neat just on this recently that I've been doing. And really seeing some reward from it. Mm-hmm. And you know what's so crazy? For years I tried like different like blockers on computers and stuff. And I got started with this kind of recovery coach and he just said, why don't you text me at night? And he said, tell me something that felt good during your days. Tell me something you felt like maybe you could have done a little bit differently. And then tell me how long you've been off of porn and how long you've been off of masturbation. That's for some reason, that's all it took. And it's just been so easy.
Well, it's accountability.
Man,
Maybe that's it. It's like
Yeah.
accountability with somebody that I
It was
trust,
Jay.
or that I trust.
oh my bad. He was crazy. He was crazy for that.
For the look up, the Google search.
Nah, that was crazy. But he was the coach was tell me something that made you feel good at not all at night. No, we don't need. You don't need to know what made me feel good at night. Get out of here. You're opening too many doors. You know what we here for? Exactly. I'm trying to open doors and stuff. What, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
And
And that you respect, because you'll feel like you've let them down if you can't send those messages.
that's a good point. Yeah, it's funny. I didn't feel that as much, but I did. I just felt, I was shocked at how easy it started to help me, you know?